Welcome back to Jammin' Games. I am Steven. He is Wyatt. We're back after something of a hiatus, catching up on a backlog of modern content. It looks like Justin on the left is playing, I guess this is taking turns. He called it The Deck.
I don't think this is Justin. Is it Justin?
A little grandiose. He's wearing a Mana Loot shirt, which is a company with which he was previously affiliated. He is, I skipped ahead in this video, and he's also running a Narset Transcendant. I don't know how many decks in the field have that, but this guy definitely is running one of them.
Okay.
On the right, Wyatt is a contrarian today. I believe Wesley's on the right. Wyatt doesn't think so. That looks like Wesley's arm.
It does look like Wesley's arm.
Yeah, I've looked at that man's arms enough to recognize them.
This is going to be turn 3 Tron. I mean, he's cracking Star.
You know, that's not a good start for turn 3 Tron.
A bad sign, especially when they play other Sphere.
Yeah, Wesley has a lot of... I mean, he has a ton of redraws, but he doesn't have any of the maps that you would... Oh, there's the map. Right on time, turn 3. Growth Spiral out of Justin here. Justin's deck, kind of an interesting pile. It's essentially a Wilderness Reclamation deck with Nexus of Fate and Sphinx's Revolution.
Sphinx's Rev is a good card.
Thank you.
I hate justifying all those X cards. There was a point in time where they were unbeatable, but like their time has just like rotated.
That is not now.
Yeah.
Oh. I still think it's quite good.
Narset.
Yeah, Narset Transcendant.
I think it's plus reveal a non-creature, non-land, right?
We'll see what he
I think
does.
it's plus is a negate effect, yeah. I think the ult minus is rebound, and then the ult is like cast a bunch of spells off the top of your deck.
Yeah, you're obviously right. It's all of those.
I think two of those are right. I don't know what the ult is.
Yeah, I'm sure. It actually seems like a pretty cool card. So here comes a Crackless Expedition map to finish up my Tron.
5 mana, cast... I don't know. O-Stone.
O-Stone.
Okay.
That's, I mean, it's not great. He doesn't really, he's not representing a destroy everything here.
No, it's not like... I mean, you can destroy that Omen and this Narset.
I don't think Justin can start taking all the turns yet either.
No. If you like went land Wilderness Rec...
5.
No, that doesn't get you there.
Yeah. So at the very least, Wesley's going to get on tap with this.
Yes, which is huge. He's a growth spiral.
Did you see this new leaks coming out of Wizards?
What leaks?
Whoever leaks everything leaked what's going to be in Modern Horizons 2.
The 1 mana green spell, you mean? Or
No, Shardless Agent, Sanctum Prelate.
Oh, yeah. Shard boy!
Yeah. So that's coming to Modern.
You get Teamer Cascade.
Well, I think Humans runs it too.
Is Charlotte a human?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
After you sold most of your humans deck?
I sold 2 of the caverns in the store because I'm a good store owner. I still have everything else.
Oh, wow. Wesley had nothing. Tron, 8 mana Tron pass.
That's pretty bad. Alright, so they're still threatening the O-Stone here.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't blow it up just to not get adaptation with the Narset. Narset's ult at 9.
I think you probably want to hang out for the Wilderness Reclamation.
Also, the minus rebound on a Nexus of Fate is pretty good.
Yeah. It is quite good. Here's something fun. So, we are going to have a competitive EDH tournament at the Geekery. We do not know how to structure the tournament. If you have ideas, please leave them in the comments. Or if you ever played in a Paper C EDH tournament that was well executed, let us know.
So, we're going to get 3 turns out of our boy here.
Thanks for going back to the game that's actually in front of us, Wyatt. Yeah, so here comes Narset. That exiles... Does it exile it?
Yeah, it's rebound. So it exiles it, you get to cast... It's an ephemerate effect.
And it says... Well, I know that... what's it called specifically says that if it would be put into a graveyard, shuffle it into his library instead.
So it exiles, yeah.
Okay, it can get exiled then.
Silence as we have to go through a few of these turns.
There's going to be a lot of these turns. I don't know if he has infinite of them yet.
Wesley's still opting not to blow the O-Stone to get rid of this Narset, which is just... Here's a minus. Is there another fate to get a lot of turns on the stack? Oh, it's 5 mana.
Primal Command.
So, put a land on top. Search for a creature?
I don't know.
I don't know what you choose.
You pointed at a land.
I mean, you get to Stone Rain twice here.
That'll make Wesley concede. Okay.
I'm surprised with the no pop, but like maybe you like have to try and fight over different resources.
Oh yeah, if you don't pop then, if you do it then, cool, but then you're going to lose. I don't know. I think that Wesley could just kind of see there was enough turns on the stack that he wasn't going to get any more of them.
After just the first activation, there was too many turns already.
Yeah.
I think.
All right, so after sideboards, Justin has As Foretold in the sideboard, which I think is probably not for this matchup.
Probably not. I couldn't imagine you're trying to get to turn 11 against Tron.
Also has Blood Moons, Vexing Shushers, Ceremonious Rejections here. Yeah, I like Ceremonious here as well.
4 Veils, and that's probably it.
Veil
Maybe
is such
Pithing
a fucking house.
Planeswalkers are, I think, the win con of this deck, so
I don't know.
Bring in Pithing Needles.
What are the win cons?
You have it.
Let me look at my list. There's a Narset, a Hero of Dominaria.
Narset doesn't win, though.
There's a Kinrith in here. This has other win conditions than just those. It doesn't have a lot of other win conditions, is what I will say.
It's mostly on...
It's a Teferi deck.
Yeah.
What in abs? It has Vexing Shushers in the sideboard to attack. I don't know, dude. This deck is something else. It's one of those decks where you never have to play win conditions, and so you don't.
Yeah, you read, like... Deathrite Shaman Finale Devastation.
All we think about over here now is CEDH. It's the new best format at the Geekery. Looks like a lot of goings-ons. There's a Pithing Needle. I don't know what that's naming. You saw Narset Transcendant. I think that's probably what you have to name.
You could also name Search for Azcanta. You could guess Teferi. Because
Search for Azcanta doesn't have any abilities.
Backside.
Azcanta Second Ruin does.
Yeah. I hate you.
You hate me because I'm right.
I remember like there was point in time where you would name the backside of Azcanta.
Yeah.
And nobody knew the backside, so they just say like just the other side.
The other side of Azcanta. Here comes the Ceremonious. He was leaving that green up. Like, he left the forest over to the side. Like, look at this one. You don't walk into this veil. But he didn't have it.
You also can't use it to cast a 7-mana spell.
No. But he specifically
he's like,
here's this forest,
and
then here comes Karn. Yeah.
Here's Teferi.
Teferi is just plussing, untapping 2 lands, which is just backbreaking. Here comes an Ugin.
A Eugene. Looks like there's a counter spell. Oh, no. Oh, yes.
Yeah, there is.
Nope, it's a Growth Spiral.
The Growth Spiral, what are you going to get? Is it Force of Negation?
Is it land plus Ceremonious? Nope. Just -5 to answer this.
That would have been a really big play if it was land Ceremonious. My gosh.
It would, right?
So does Justin have a good answer to this Ugin?
Does he have like a Unexpectedly Absent, which is totally legal in this format?
I think Primal Command probably shuffles it, right? Or does something.
You can put it in and shuffle it, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 5 mana answer, a permanent.
Is it non-land?
No, it's everything. Primal Command is just a permanent.
No, it's not creature for sure.
Oh, maybe it's not creature.
Yeah. So no, he has Fry, but nothing. Fry doesn't even target this Planeswalker.
It doesn't deal 5 damage. It deals 5 damage to blue and white creatures and Planeswalkers.
Well, if Wesley's running Painter Servant, maybe this works. I don't know.
Here's a Search for Azcanta. Painter Servant?
Is that banned in this format?
I don't think it's ever printed in this format. Lorwyn, right?
Lorwyn's in Modern.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Grindstone's not in it, though.
No, yes, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
All right. Justin in the tank about something. He has a second search, and I wonder if he was considering playing it to fuel up his graveyard so he could get the other one online faster.
Here's a No Stone.
Yep. That's a little bit like Wesley's kind of ahead on board, and here's his O-Stone, so that's too bad.
I mean, here's a Pithing Needle probably naming backside of Search for Azcanta.
I would hope so, yeah. Azcanta the Sunken Ruin.
Backside of Azcanta. Azcanta the activated ability side.
So Justin looking at a couple paths. It looks like he has got a pretty reactive hand, unfortunately, for him.
He's end-stepping something.
I think he's upkeeping, sacking this Thassa's. Omen.
Scry 2.
Yeah.
Omen of the Sea, not Thassa's.
Omen of the Sea. Why is Thassa's picture on it then?
Because she is...
Answer me that, Wyatt. Answer me that. Flipping the Sunken Ruin.
Opting to exile it and leave me.
Read the card, dude. That's what it does. So he's got a Sunken Ruin and a Narset in his hand. If we are correct about our hypothesis, neither of those have activated abilities at the moment.
Yes.
Or
I believe that is correct.
Wesley named dumb stuff both times.
My guess is that he named it because he didn't try to activate it this turn. And I think you have to try to dig pretty hard for answers at this point.
Yeah, the active Ugin is pretty great.
So, flick of the card here.
Yeah, Wesley's willing to think about this.
This
Ugin goes up.
Is that a Sylvan Scrying?
I believe it is, yes.
Go tutor for a Sanctum?
That is an honest-to-God Urza's Factory.
There's one in the sideboard. He brought it in for this.
He did. He told me he was using Urza's lands the way God intended them to be used, which is
to activate Urza's Factory.
The 7 Urza's lands make 7 mana to tap Urza's Factory to make a 2/2. I hope it's good enough here. I really want it to be good, but I have seen Magic played before, so I'm not sure.
7 mana 2/2s aren't where you want to be.
No.
This game might be over if the named cards are the ones we think it is.
Yeah.
This game might just be over.
Justin, I mean, the 2 paths are an unfortunate.
So here's a Narset.
Let's see if it does anything.
Pass.
Does it come in at 6? Narset comes in at 6?
That's a lot of loyalty.
I have been overlooking this Planeswalker for a criminally long period of time.
So he's putting fate counters on his stuff now.
Oh.
We're at that point of the game.
Okay.
Plus right. Deal 3. And then you just keep passing, make 2/2s from now on? Or you play a Karn, I guess.
Ceremoniously. You could have had a 2/2, Wesley, and instead you got a counterspelled Karn. You fool.
Not that, God, this game is just going to be one kick in the nuts.
I like how Justin adjusts the dice.
Yeah, it's like...
Still there. It's good.
Here's a... Ancient Stirring. I was going to say Veil. I thought he just hard cast a Veil.
Ancient Stirring when your opponent did not cast a blue or black spell.
Yeah, he just wanted to show off.
Alright, here it comes.
Activate this.
I think we're going to see a 2/2. Does Wesley have the token? He works in a Magic store, but an obscure
token. What's the
token
look like?
I don't know. Here comes a Sphinx's Rev for 5.
It makes a 2/2 workshop?
A 2/2... Not a workshop, no. It makes an assembly worker, most likely. Not...
No, it's Urza's Factory, and the factory makes workshops.
I don't think so. It's not how any of this works. Alright, so path goes to graveyard.
There's a lot of Sphinxes, so...
Yeah, just to keep this game going for some while. This Ugin is going to ultimate at some point, though.
Yeah, it has to be close. Wesley has blessed multiple turns in a row.
Yes, he has.
Is next turn in ultimate range? I can't tell. It's a very small...
That dice is on 10.
Ugin's ult's at 11?
Yeah, I can't see that far.
I can't remember when Ugin ults. He comes in at 7, plus 3s twice, gets to ult.
I think he plus 2s, doesn't he?
Plus 2s twice.
Plus 2s to deal 3. Yeah,
so he stays alive after he ults.
He should be able to ult this turn.
Yeah.
Don't know if he will. However, Wesley could be threatening lethal with his assembly worker and Ugin.
Assembly worker.
Oh, the Ugin makes you gain 7 life. It doesn't make your opponent lose 7 life, does it?
I don't think so. I don't. Ugin has a lot of text for his ult, and I don't think it usually happens, and people continue to play.
Usually Ugin just down-ticking once is enough. Oh, here comes a Kenrith the Return King.
Give it haste.
How neat.
And trample, right?
Yeah, all creatures gain haste and trample.
5 of Ugin.
Kenrith is one of the best templated cards I've ever seen. Because he has all the colors in him, and he only gives things. He doesn't take anything away from anybody.
He's a king.
I know, it's just fucking crazy how well done the card is. It's like a stupid piece of paper in a card game.
Oka's a thief, and he stole the king. And he
Crowns.
stole every format.
Alright, so here comes... He has the token! Wesley deserves the win here, I will say. Alright, so it's give the Ken with a counter and trample. Trample over to Ugin to keep him honest. So he's not going to die to this next turn, but he might in the near future. Ugin pluses... Nope, minuses. Just cleans up a lot of little stuff. Oh, Ugin is asymmetrical.
Most of the time. If you're a Thragtusk out. But even then, you get a 3-3.
Who cares? Yeah. You minus an Ugin. Things are great. So that was a heads-up play by Justin to try and keep the Ugin from being able to eat
Just win the game the next turn.
Or also eat the Kenneth for free. I think it probably took quite a few counters down. Oh yeah, Ugin's down to 1.
Yeah, you had to take 5 off.
Yeah. So, I mean, good plays from Justin.
As Foretold.
Yeah.
This game too?
Yeah, this game too. It's a long one, boy.
This is a tough fought game.
I am happy we are watching it in double speed. Alright. As Foretold on 1. Do you think... Justin still got outs. He can just take all the turns at any point.
Yeah. His deck is pretty small, actually, if you, physically look at their decks.
Yeah.
It looks like he doesn't have very many cards in it.
I've looked at Justin a few times and thought that.
Yeah.
Guy with a small deck.
Here's Baby Karn,
yeah.
I think.
That's pretty good.
He's at 1.
What do you think he's getting with this Karn?
His Karn's at 1, which doesn't make sense, right?
Well, if you minus it, it goes to 3.
Oh, is it Walking Ballista?
The glare is too strong.
Yeah, right. It's also by the land section. Like, I could not tell you what this card is.
It could be a Blast Zone, which is pretty anticlimactic.
Oh, probably it's just a Blast Zone. It's on 1. That makes way more sense. Ugin plus.
Ugin plus, you die. Look at all these cards in my hand. They do nothing, says Justin. Poor guy. Okay.
And we are here.
We're just going straight through these games. There's
no
pauses.
We're not like pausing them like we do sometimes.
Continuous commentary from your boys.
Content, just a content.
No, commentary. We don't make continuous content. We have
Contentary.
pretty big gaps in our content.
I'm trying to make up a word. It's not working very well. Oh, here's just turn 3 Tron from us.
Yeah.
Can you beat this?
Oddly enough, paradoxically enough, Wesley got Tron pretty early last game, and it didn't just close the game out.
He had it on turn 4.
Yeah. And he had an Ugin for a few turns? I don't know.
He had it on turn 4, cast Karn, got countered. Next turn, cast Ugin, resolved.
What a bad sign if your Tron opponent goes and gets fucking Urza's Factory, not Urza's Tower.
Here's Exile As Foretold.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
This Karn might... Oh.
Here's another one, bro.
This Karn can run away with the game, though. Oh. And you get to plus steal a card from hand.
Goodness gracious. And he gets a Kenneth.
And no lands. And here's a...
yeah.
And you need lands.
If you're Wesley, do you go up or do you start taking out these lands here?
I think because... now you maybe don't.
Yeah.
Now you might keep upticking.
It looks like Justin has 1 card in hand, so being able to snipe that last one seems
it's just an Ulamog.
Pretty cool.
Here's a plus, Ulamog. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, no.
That's a Walking Ballista.
Oh, it's a Walking Ballista for 5? 4?
So contrary to everything I said, Wesley can close these games out just like that if he needs to. Just, wow.
Walking Ballista with infinite mana is really good.
With a large amount of mana.
So 4 mana, these like, what's your...
What is he looking for? He'd have to have something like Planar Cleansing, which I know he doesn't because it'd be suicide to run that.
And it's 4 mana. So you go to 1, then... Alright, yeah, that's just it. Wow. Okay, Tron.
That resolves itself quickly. Thanks for watching.